So today I wanted to address something that I've been meaning to get around to as far as this topic goes. It's really why I haven't upgraded anything on my car, both cosmetically and performance-wise. I figured that I kind of wanted to sit down and just address this because in the last couple months, if not longer, I really haven't done much to this car. It's kind of just stayed that way, and I wanted to talk about that. You know, one thing that's really nice about being back from vacation is that now that I'm home, I can actually drive this thing. You guys have no idea, for 2 weeks without driving my car. Yeah, it was actually painful. Love that sound. Another thing that I really have to give it to about this car is the steering feel. I know everybody talks about it and how it's so good, but it really is so damn good. The hydraulic steering rack and the heavy feeling that the actual wheel has when you turn it is so nice, and you get so much feedback through the wheel, whether it's going over bumps or little minor imperfections in the road. You truly feel like you're in control of the car, and it's really confidence inspiring when you're driving. Song check for today is Distorted Records by A$AP Rocky. This song bumps. Listen to it if you guys like rap. So why haven't I done anything? Why haven't I thrown E85 in this car, upgraded the fuel pump, ran a more aggressive tuning map on it, add more bolt-ons onto it? Well, getting into the first reason is reliability. Generally, the more power you throw at a car, the more unreliable it'll be. Now, with the N54, obviously we all know that this motor can handle a lot of power. We all get that the 335i is a powerhouse of a platform. Obviously, it can take a lot of power, but with that comes problems as well. You know, these cars aren't perfect, and I think I've shown that plenty of times on my channel, and so have others. And this is my daily driver. I'm trying to keep this car reliable. I want to keep it relatively stock so that it's easy to revert back to when it comes time to selling this car, and just kind of in general, just to keep it more OEM spec. Now that kind of brings me into my next point, which is the fact that I don't plan on keeping this car forever. As much as I do love this car, absolutely, it is kind of an older car, and I do want to get something a little bit newer. I want to get something with a little bit more power out of the box and just better suspension and chassis handling. And for those of you that follow my channel very closely, you guys know what I want for my next car, but I'm not going to say it because I kind of want to keep it under wraps, even though I've kind of hinted at it before. At this time currently, you know, I'm not really buying stuff to throw into this car because I'm trying to save my money right now. I do want to get another car eventually in the near future. You know, I don't really even have a time frame. We'll see what happens. It just all depends. But you know, I'm trying not to dump money into this car as far as performance and upgrades go. Of course, with the usual maintenance and stuff like that, I'm going to do that. This car has been very well maintained, of course. I've done all kinds of things: water pump, alternator, valve cover gasket, the thermostat in addition to the water pump, the CPS sensor, the coolant expansion tank. I've gotten vacuum lines replaced, coolant lines replaced on this thing. So, you know, it is maintained to a proper spec, but at the same time, you know, I'm trying to keep it cost friendly with my budget, and that's why I'm not going to really add any more performance parts. Transitioning from that point, this kind of leads me into the next thing that I wanted to talk about, is that I'm just really content with how the car is currently. From a visual standpoint, I absolutely love the way that the car looks. I do want some new tires pretty soon. Maybe I might throw on some spacers in the front and rear. And I think maybe the M-Tech Aero Lit, but I think as far as visual mods go, that's about as far as I'm going to do. Oh, and of course tinted windows, which I have not done yet, and I know all of you guys are going to bitch at me in the comment section because I know I need to get on it. I know it's my fault. You know, I'm really happy. A lot of people, you know, prefer to do full M conversions or go freaking wide bodies and do insane wraps and all that kind of stuff. That's really cool, and I respect that. For me, I just like very clean, subtle, and tasteful upgrades. You know, just maybe lowering the car, putting a nice set of wheels, blacking out any chrome bits, and just making the car look more aggressive and giving it an aggressive stance. I think these cars look so good out of the factory. I don't see a reason to tamper with the body panels or anything. I don't like wide bodies either. If you ask me, that's my personal opinion. I don't like the way they look. I don't think they're functional, and I just think it's a waste of time in my opinion. But For those that do wide body their car and want to, that's all you. I respect it. I'm not gonna hate on someone that does it, of course. Everybody has different tastes. So yeah, that's kind of it. Just a quick update as to the status of my car, why it's kind of stayed the same. As it sits right now, I'm really content with it. I love the way it looks. I love the way it performs. It's properly quick. Like, even with just downpipes and a tune, I can pull on so many cars. It feels nice. It's, relatively speaking, it's reliable. And, you know, I really don't have any complaints. So it's like, why should I really go any further with it when, to be honest, you know, I'm saving for another car anyway. So, you know, that's not to say that I'm not going to upgrade anything or do anything, but that's kind of why the car has been stagnant in the way that it sits. I'm really just happy with the build, and yeah, I don't really have much else to say on that. Anyway guys, that was just a quick update. Nothing really too special for this video. I do have some pretty cool things coming up with some of my friends' cars, with my buddy Shane's 335i, as well as my buddy Rod's E92 M3, as well as my buddy Gabe's F80 M3, so hopefully we're going to be getting some videos with all those cars soon, as well as some other cars. I do want to feature other cars on this channel, Audis, AMGs, you know, whatever, honestly, like anything, because I know I love BMWs, but I do have a lot of respect for other builds as well, and I think it's really enjoyable to see what other people have in store. But yeah, that's kind of going to do it for this video. I hope you guys did enjoy. Be sure to give me a thumbs up if you did, as well as subscribe to the YouTube channel if you are new here, and I will catch you all in the next one. Later guys, have a good one.